may not know me, well, I guess, duh. I'm just gonna throw this out there. Today I saw a movie called Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy. It's got John Hurt, Gary Oldman, and Colin Firth. Those are at least the three big roles that I recognized while I was watching it. Something about this. This is completely unscripted. This is just random thoughts being thrown out there. First off, loved it. I thought it was a very good film. I thought the script was well written. Of course, it's from a very well-known book. I'll have to find the author. I'll put it somewhere in there. It's adapted very well. I have no idea. I've never even seen the book. But from what I gather, it is a kind of faithful adaptation, I guess. It used to be a TV series. I have no idea if it follows that. So let's get to the basic spoilers plot. Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy is basically about Smiley, played by Gary Oldman, as he has to track down the mole, meaning the informer that's giving away the information of the British to the Russians. This is set during the Cold War. If I remember correctly, it's 73, or is it? I think it should be 73 or 63, something with a 3 at the end. We see it at the beginning, but wasn't paying attention. So what basically happens is John Hurt is he's the control. He's the head of an Operation Circus, I guess, which is basically the British intelligence which tackles the Russian one. So what happens is John Hurt is replaced at the start of the film, and a key reason of this is that he sends an agent into, what was it? Hungary? I don't remember. He sends an agent to track down a general that will retire, because that general has promised that he knows the mole and he will reveal him. He's of course crossed. He's shot, but he lives. He's tortured. He gives up the secrets. But I'm getting off topic. Basically, John Hurt is replaced, and Oldman, Smiley, leaves with him as he was a subordinate. So this leads to Oldman going into retirement. He's got nothing else to do. John Hurt dies in the hospital, actually. We're not sure if it was assassination or if, old age. But while they're gone, there's a shift. Not so much in the power. The power remains the same. It just shifts from John Hurt to the other four big ones in the table. The Tinker, the Soldier, the Tailor, and the Poor Man. Those are the code names that they have. And I think it would have been better if Smiley had been given the code name Spy. Though we never know it, but, it actually makes sense because if I remember correctly, Colin Firth is given the code name of the Poor Man. So correct me if I'm wrong, but if it is, it's very smart because it basically tells you of the four suspects which one Colin Firth is, and you just connect it to the title this early. But I digress. Smiley's hired again, basically to snuff out the mole that John Hurt thought was in the circus. Okay, I just realized how that sounded. Gary Oldman is hired to come back and help clean out the British intelligence from the informer that's leaking the information to the Russians. So he begins to do this. He starts out with very little. He has very few ideas, very few leads, but in the end he finds out it's Colin Firth. Yeah, I already said that. So, something I really didn't like here, but I can't exactly place it. It's not bad. It's just really annoying. There is no climax as such. The film moves along and it has a lot of flashbacks. The narrative is by no means linear, so the entire thing seems like a long stretch. In the end, when it was revealed who the spy was, I wasn't sure if that was the end or not. I mean, I don't like looking at my watch or my cell phone to look at the time during a movie. So I was completely lost about, is this it? Is there more? It ends with Gary Oldman, Smiley, becoming head of the circus. Especially, meaning that he gets the recognition that he deserved. And he does reach the pinnacle that John Hurt had at the start of the film as the mastermind of this place. Okay, second thing. The score. The score was brilliant. It's very nice music. It complements the plot a lot. Though I did find that it wasn't good enough. I know that's kind of weird since I said it's brilliant, but I feel like it just leaves things out. Like, the score was written specifically point by point to each scene. It wasn't written in a specific genre in mind. It wasn't written to accompany the whole story. It was written to accompany this scene, and that final scene. So that's that. The characters are not really memorable. Even Smiley, who is the focus, by the end of it I can tell you very little about what he is apart from the fact that he's loyal, and that he, and that he's honorable. Something that I really liked and hated at the same time was the many subplots. They give backstory for the characters, they explain characters' motivations, but I found that they were a little bit extreme. They had a little bit too much of this, so anyway, that's my idea. Okay. Fourth point, I guess. I've completely lost track. I'm sidetracking back and forth. This is kind of a lot of editing. Huh. What else can I say about it? The performances are brilliant. I mean, I don't think I for once had to really stop and say, really? Come on, man. I mean, a little acting couldn't be bad here. No, it's very powerful. Something I really hated was the ungodly amount of time it took for the movie to start. This is just side note. My theater, I don't know what you guys did, but my theater, I literally had to wait 30 minutes for the movie to start. So by the time it started, I wasn't really that interested. It gripped me, but it really had to work its way up for me a little. The story moves kind of slowly once we're on that subject. For a long time, nothing really happens, and you're not sure if they're going to find a point to it, or if this is going to be just, here's your mission, you can't fulfill it. Anyway, see, I'm reaching the 10-minute mark here. Wow, didn't know I ran that much. Anyway, basic things. If you like spy movies, you should definitely watch this. It's a very good one, very interesting. I think people will like it more for its intelligent part. It doesn't really have any action scenes. It does have some dramatic moments, however. Gary Oldman, this is just me, but I really hope he wins the Oscar this year. He deserves it. He's an exceptional actor, and this is an incredible work of art. Literally, work of art. What else can I say about this? Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy it's a very fun movie. It's smart, and I really like it, but, you know, go watch it. Now!